What is up, guys? Welcome on back to my channel. I know it has been a bit over a month since I have posted any videos, but today we are actually going to go pick up the Miata and have it towed at 2 sideways performance. That way we could get the car back up and running. The car did get rod knocked, if you guys didn't know. I'll go ahead and put a short clip right here. This time around, we're gonna go with the 1JZ motor, paired up with the Aem Infinity system and a BTI gauge. So I'll go ahead and show you a little bit more on that once the car is up and running, and also when we take it to Dyno, I'll be recording some of that. Make sure you stay to the end of this video, that way you get to see what the car puts down. Stay tuned. Guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and give the car a quick rinse since it has been sitting in my dad's garage for well over a month. As you can see, it's very, very dusty. So I'm gonna go ahead and set you up on a time lapse to get that done real quick. So the car now has a 1J instead of a 1.5, which is the 2J GE block with a 1J head. Now it's just complete 1J. Rob went ahead and fabricated some new piping. That way I could run any turbo that I want. Before, I was only able to run this specific turbo because the piping was connected straight to the turbo housing. He went ahead and got sorry about sun's a little blinded. Now is on Aem Infinity system and running a BTI gauge, so I will be able to monitor the car's fuel pressure, oil pressure. I could actually see what RPM I am at. Before, I was just I had nothing. So we just got back from getting a MagnaFlow exhaust welded onto the car because the car was a bit too loud for my liking. Now it just sounds tame. You could actually hear the car. You'll be able to hear me talking during videos while I'm driving and racing other people. So stay tuned. So here's the BTI gauge and the Aem Infinity system. Don't mind the wiring mess right now. Rob still has to go ahead and get that tucked away. But here it is. Go ahead and start the car for you guys. Make sure it's in neutral. There you go. So we'll be able to see peak boost, AFRs, fuel, oil pressure, coolant temps, air intake temperatures, battery voltage. You know, it's pretty nice. Like I said before, I was blind. I had no RPMs, nothing. Now I'll be able to see the RPMs go up and, you know, be pretty dope. I'm gonna go ahead and do a slight little rev. The car isn't tuned yet, so I don't want to rev it up high, but you'll kind of hear the turbo spool, but, you know, it's quiet for my liking. guys, so we are back from Dyno. The car made a little bit more or a little bit less horsepower than it did initially with the 1.5 JZ. Being said, the car is now a 1 JZ versus a 2 JZ, which is a 2.5 versus a 3.5. The turbo was too big for the 1 JZ. Right now I'm running a 6266, which means that the car gets into boost late in the RPM band. I'm not really hitting max boost until 6K, and we are only redlining till 7K. Being said, I'm gonna have to be upgrading the turbo later in the future and probably throwing some cans at the car. That way I could make a bit more power. But other than that, the car made 370 wheel horsepower and 328 foot-pounds of torque on E85, and 307 wheel on octane on pump gas, which is 91, and 265 foot-pounds of torque. Driving back home right now, the car does move. Obviously not the same, being that it's making less power. But other than that, I am happy with what the car is putting out for now. So anyways guys, that's going to be it for this video. Stay tuned for more content to come. Peace.